Okay, here we welcome to Lingua Latina, chapter 13, Grammatica exercises. Here we get some practice with the fifth declension. The fifth declension is the last declension in Latin, and it is mostly feminine, occasionally masculine, like dies. The endings are over here that you need to practice, which are ace, e-m-a, ace, erum, abus, ace, abus, if you're memorizing them in my class. If you choose to memorize them the way that Orberg has them here, that's also fine, whichever way that works best for you. But the songs I use in class are geared toward nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, ablative. So that's how I'm going to continue to do it. Here we have an example. We have dies. The genitive singular of dies is diei, so day and then of the day. Nominative, so let's get some practice adding endings in here. So you'll just go through and it's dies, and the plural is also dies. The accusative is diem, and the accusative plural is dies. The genitive diei, and the genitive plural dierum. So as you go through these, be sure that you're doing them without consulting the chart. If you look over the chart, or you have to keep glancing over, then you should stop, memorize the chart, relearn it, and then practice again until you can do it without looking back. Okay, go ahead and try the rest of those, and let's look at exercise 13. Okay, here we have practice with the positive, comparative, and superlative adjective. Positive is just a regular adjective like short. Comparative compares it with another thing, so that's like shorter. And the superlative shows it's the most of something, shortest in our example. So positives and an usa or if it's first, second declension, and is if it's third, and the comparatives end in ior if they're masculine or feminine, and ius if they are neuter. And then superlatives isimus just like first and second declension adjective endings. So let's look at the example. February is a short month. Februarius mensis brevus est, brevior quam ceteri menses, shorter than the other months. Februarius mensis anni brevissimus est. February is the shortest month of the year. Okay, so we see the positive brevis, the comparative brevior, and the superlative brevissimus. So let's practice here. So we have brevis breve is a positive adjective. Brevior brevius is comparative. Comparativus. Comparativus est. Brevissimus est superlativus. Bene. Let's try another one. Now we get to practice with the actual forms themselves. So the positive forms across, so masculine, feminine, neuter, nominative, we have altus, alta, altum, altus aum. The comparative, we have altior, altior, it's the same for masculine and feminine, and neuter, altius. The superlative, altissimus, feminine, altissima, the tallest, like the tallest tree, arbor altissima, and neuter, altissimum. Bene. Okay, so go ahead and work with the rest of those. You'll have a third declension here, which is going to be brevis, brevis, breve, and fill in the rest of those blanks. When you're done, study the chapter. Reread through the chapter. Make sure that you've studied your margin notes, you've practiced your flashcards, and go through and make sure that you know all of that material before you go on to the Pensa. And when you do the Pensa, you can do it on the computer or you can do it in the text. Make sure that you are scoring 80 to 90% on the Pensa before you go on to the next chapter. And if you feel like you aren't, then go back and repeat the process. Go back through the chapter, reread, study the margin notes again, and try again until you're able to achieve that 80 or 90% level. Buona fortuna. See you in the next chapter.